do. I have like a really good idea.
Sounded like a puppy.
The video idea is here's how I turned my life around in 1 year.
I do that too.
So for everyone who doesn't know me, my name is Darina and I've been in info for the past couple of years-ish. But what really few people know about me is just 3 years ago I pretty much moved to UK like without anything. Like we were in the refugee camp for almost a month in Poland. Then my mom, my sister and me, we just dropped everything because of war and we moved to UK without any house, without barely any savings, without knowing anyone. And we just lived with a family of strangers who were kind enough to take care of us for 6 months until we were able to move out. Obviously my teenage self, like at that point I just got so depressed because I felt like I had literally zero control over my life. Like I could, like, you know, we barely had any money. My mom had to go and work like those low paying jobs, minimum wage jobs just to take care of us. We would live also off benefits. And it got to the point where like I'd wake up, I'd literally just go to school and then I'd go back and just fall straight to sleep and then I'd wake up the next day. Like I would not want to wake up in the morning unless I literally had to because of my job or studies. But also after hitting my actual rock bottom, like the lowest point of my life, exactly a year from then, I hit my first 12k month in my business. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did to pretty much turn my life around to like 360 degrees. No, actually 180 degrees. Yeah, what steps I followed. The very first thing that I had to do is just obviously the mindset. Like, bro, it's so cliche and absolutely everyone is gonna talk about this, but it's so much more important that we give it credit for. Like mindset, you have to have it on spot. If you're constantly in your head judging yourself, you're pretty much going to be preventing yourself from making any changes. Because think of it, if you have a goal of, let's say, making 10k per month, right? You just want to, or just to make any money really to take care of yourself. This was my goal back in the day. Like, bro, I was working my waitress job. I was getting paid like £7 an hour, which is like 10 USD an hour. I was getting bullied by my colleagues, and I think actually because we were overstaffed, so they just wanted, you know, it does make sense. People who are working with me, my coworkers, they just wanted my hours. They wanted to get paid more. I had one girl who kind of grouped against me. She was just throwing rumors against me, which actually got me fired at the end of the day. Yeah, if your goal is just to make money, like to begin with, then you need to stop preventing yourself from making more money. And here is an example. I always knew I wanted to make money because I wanted to, for example, let's say, buy myself some things. I just wanted to take care of my mom. I didn't want to be a financial burden. So when I was getting paid £7 an hour, I knew that I was getting underpaid. I knew that all of my colleagues were getting paid more, but I was just so damn scared to even go out there and ask for a pay rise. And why that? Because I thought it looked stupid. I thought that would be asking too much. So I was getting in my own way. And I know that sounds so obvious right now, but back in the day, I thought it was a completely valid argument. I just generally thought, okay, like this would be stupid. If I went out there and tried to confront people, like what if I get fired, blah, blah, blah. Stupid, absolutely irrational. But like sometimes we do get in our way without even thinking about it. There is a reason why you're still not at 10k per month if your goal is to hit 10k per month. What are those limiting beliefs that are stopping you? Where do they come from? Because once you know where they're coming from, it just becomes easier to spot them. Like next time you catch yourself thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna look stupid, I don't think if it's gonna be worth it. Does it serve you and the future self who you're trying to become, the 2.0 version of yourself? Or does it just serve your ego for now? Because ego is such a funny thing, like it's gonna get in your way, it's gonna get in the way of you being successful, it's gonna try to keep you in comfort zone, but it doesn't serve you. You know? Some closing objection handling there. Second thing, and it's actually not very obvious, like not many people talk about it, but literally just exercise. Whether it's going to gym, whether it's doing stretching, yoga, just walking like 5k steps a day, playing sports, anything, but just exercise. Like it actually puts you in such a much better headspace, and just generally you can think more clearly. Like ever since I started doing sports, number one, it just gave me more of like sense of control over my life, which to be honest was like even my problem to begin with. Like this is why I felt so depressed. I felt like everything was out of my control. Like everything, I was just chained and I was not able to change anything. So at least doing sports and, you know, showing up at the gym consistently, like day in, day out, completing the workout, it gave me a sense of control. And sense of control, once you have it in your brain, like it's rewarding. Like you feel like, okay, I've made some progress. It makes you feel good. It makes you want to keep on challenging yourself, even if it's other areas of your life, even if it's not just fitness. Number 3, create your vision. Like write down what exactly you want, right? Like for me, I knew that I wanted to be good at sales. I knew that I wanted to run my own business. I knew that I wanted to make more money than my mom makes. And okay, let's say you want to run your business. What do you need for it? Break it down. Like, what do you need to run your business? Do you need to post content? Do you need to find business partners? Do you need to like figure out what the business is going to be about? Like, what do you need in order for it? One thing is, maybe even right now, if you don't have like a super clear understanding of what you want to do, life is unpredictable. You never know what's going to come. If you feel, okay, I want to start a business, what do you need to do today or this week in order to get yourself closer to that goal? Is it to socialize more, network more, connect with more people who are in that business, collect some information, do research? Like, what do you need to do? Even if you don't have like a super clear vision right now. I still remember back in the day, like 3 years ago, I watched this Visit Liz's video, and she said to break down everything, like all areas of your life that you kind of want to have 3 years down the road. Like, what do you want to have? And it was like, you know, everything from dating life, sports, like your physique, style, how you want to behave, what kind of qualities you want to have as a person. So I remember I wrote down, like, I want to be more sociable, I want to be less awkward with people, I wanted to, you know, make more money, I wanted to be a leader, like, I want to be a true leader. Even apartment, like, where do you want to live? Like, what location do you want to live in? Like, all those little tiny things. And what's really crazy, like, everything that I wrote 3 years ago on that piece of paper, I still remember it. It pretty much like has all happened like here. And yeah, I do believe in manifestation, but I also do believe in execution. And execution comes from you actually having a plan. Like, you cannot put in the work without knowing where you're going. You cannot fuel the car without having a direction, right? And I'm telling you, whatever seems absolutely crazy right now, but what feels right to write on that sheet of paper, it's probably just meant for you. Once again, like a teenage girl who just lost all of her jobs, who barely spoke English, who was so insecure to even speak to people. I wrote down like all of those goals. Right now I'm doing closing for a living. I'm taking sales calls for a living. Like 3 years ago, I would never even imagine hopping on a sales call. Point number 4 is figure out what motivates you. Right? I remember back in the day, I would constantly watch those YouTube videos, like vlogs of just like successful business owners just literally running the business. Like, even if it was just like run errands. I remember I was watching this guy, literally all he was doing was just recording himself going to like his warehouse in China, then he was recording like his conversations with people in China, with like suppliers, and then like just, you know, going for dinners and stuff. I remember just watching it back in the day and thinking, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, I'd love to experience this kind of life down the road. And, you know, it was actually inspiring me to, you know, go just sit down and do some work. Like, go reach out to more people. Go practice, go read books, go actually take action. You know? What a lot of people miss is, yeah, you're gonna have all of those visions, you might have the plan, but like, if you're not doing anything, how the hell are you expecting to manifest shit? Probably the goals that you have for yourself right now is something that only few people have. There is a reason for that. Everyone knows how to write down their goals on a sheet of paper. Not everyone is actually willing to plan through them, break them down, and actually consistently show up for themselves. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you're also going to have to make a decision for yourself. Like, what's harder? Like, for you to stay in the position where you're at right now, where you're not necessarily happy with your life, or put in the work, yeah, it might be uncomfortable. It might make you go through a lot of things that you didn't think you would have to go through. But then end up on the other side of a road where you're much more successful. But yeah, coming back to point number 4, obviously, just find something that motivates you. Like, whether it's watching videos of like other successful people, or I don't know, podcasts, listening to music, like what actually inspires you and what actually keeps you motivated to just show up for yourself. Another thing that I want to say is don't decline opportunities that come across you. When I hit 12K per month, it was with the clients that I did not ever think I would be working with. When I got into closing, I'm working with people that I never even thought I would be working with. You know, you're going to come across opportunities, like completely unexpected opportunities, right? It might not even be in the most positive sense. Like, yeah, sometimes it's like a positive surprise, like a pleasant surprise, you know, it's like a person who you were following, blah, 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 you end up working together. Sometimes it might not be. Sometimes it might be something completely unrelated to what you were even imagining, but it's still going to take you to your goal. So it's like, don't decline opportunities just because it's not what you expected to have, to receive from like the universe. Use all of the privileges that you might have right now. Like, one thing that I want to say, everyone is unfairly privileged in some kind of way. Somehow. Whether it's looks, connections, knowledge, just wisdom, being able to, I don't know, like feel something, like intuition. You have some kind of privilege out there that could actually get you closer to your goals. There's probably someone in your network who does something similar to what you're trying to achieve. Use it. Turn to them. Ask them. Like, never hesitate to ask for help. never hesitate to use what has been given to you. There's nothing noble about suffering and making your life harder. Nothing. Every single person that I know who is successful, they've been milking all the opportunities that they were ever given by fate. But you also gotta have confidence and just the balls to do it. And briefly, this is pretty much what I've done to just turn my life around, you know? It's not gonna be overnight. Like, it took me at least 1 year to even, like, get on that path. I'm still on the path of building my dream life and changing constantly, like, looking for new opportunities. It might take you just 1 year to make that initial change, but to maintain that change, it will take you years. That being said, pretty much all of this past kind of led me into high-ticket sales right now. So, if on your vision sheet, like, one of the things that you kind of wrote was just make more money, well, like, high-ticket sales is something that I post about on this channel. So if you just wanted to follow along with my journey, amazing. Like, I'd love to have you here. I do appreciate everyone watching. See you next video. And I just want to do a podcast, like a separate podcast. I want to do it so badly. Oh my god. Someone invite me to a podcast, please. Someone invite me to a podcast. I'm begging you. I'm gonna crush it.